Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Hey guys, welcome back. It's that time again. Episode reviews are going to be starting because Season 15 Seabound has officially premiered in English. In this video, we'll be checking out Episode 1, the season premiere, A Big Splash. This season actually begins with big progress on the vegetable plot from Season 13 with the introduction of Misdemeanor, who is a criminal who is transporting Vegestone in the countryside to meet up with her boss, I believe. But the ninja arrive, they don't stop her. However, they do manage to get the meeting canceled. But then Nia creates a big wave, a tornado of water, but she loses control over it, and this leads to an entire village being drowned, basically. However, luckily the ninja are able to evacuate the citizens. The other ninja go back home, and although Nia denies it, the other ninja know there's a problem. Wu explains that the elements of wind and water actually came from Wojira and not from the first Bijutsu master. To get her help, they decide to invite the past master of water, Maya, her mother, and also Ray, and these guys make their first return since Season 7. Crazy. I definitely wasn't expecting this season to do anything with the Vengestone story, so that definitely came as a surprise. But overall, I love this kind of long-term storytelling they're doing here with the introduction of Misdemeanor. She's cool, she reminds me of Ultraviolet, but less annoying. And overall, I really have to praise the storytelling here. I think it's great how they are slowly building up to this Vegestone story that we'll probably see next year. The subsequent fight was fine, but the best part of this episode was the idea that Nia has lost control of her powers, and I feel like this is a new but really good idea, because here Nia poses a threat, a danger to other people, whereas in the past we've seen characters just lose their powers, but this only really affects them. It doesn't really pose a threat or danger to others. As in past seasons, Nia will have to recover her powers, but she also has to be careful not to hurt others. And that's what happens. She wipes out an entire village, which I found to be pretty mature. And the episode reinforces this idea very well, such as when Nia destroys the electronic system, and that montage in the second half where she causes trouble for the ninja. Yeah, overall, it's a great idea. It is really explained very well. However, this episode also has some elemental lore as well. It confirms that water, not just water, but also wind, Moro's element, came from Wojira. These weren't elements of creation that the first Bijutsu master created himself. I really love the animation with Wojira and the warrior in Wu's book. It looked pretty cool. And also I like how they actually reference Crux in this episode. This episode Kai explains that Nia is not very close with her mother, which is something we see in the next episode. But I feel like this makes for a pretty good story because these guys are about to spend a lot of time together. Nia in this episode is really good. This is basically the same Nia we've always seen. She's very independent. She is pretty emotional, pretty hot-headed, as we see when she's destroying or beating up those monastery dummies. And then lastly, Ray and Maya are back. It's been 7 seasons. They're already better than they were in Season 7, which doesn't say much because in my opinion, they were kind of boring in Season 7. And also the humor is pretty good, such as when that kid in the village imitates Zane. And when Ray's first appearance in Season 7, we don't even see him. He's covered by bags. As for any issues, well, not really much that I could think of. I guess a few lines were not that good, but that's probably it. Overall, I feel like this episode's plot was very strong. I feel like there are some really good ideas, and of course, the Vegestone story is a big win for this episode. And then characters. Characters were pretty good. I really enjoyed Nia, and I also thought Kai and the other ninja were good too. As for action was fine. Really nothing too special. This isn't a very action-focused episode. And then lastly, emotion. Great writing when Nia struggles with her crisis and really struggles to find out what the problem is. I'm going to give this episode a final rating of 9.5 out of 10. This is one of the best premieres we've had in a while. And probably, definitely actually my favorite Wild Brain premiere. And that's going to be about it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Share your thoughts on the season premiere below, and I'll see you guys next time.